Hello Twin Flames and welcome to day 16 of the Divine Feminine Power series. So in this series we're tapping in and we're tuning in and really finding out what you need to know about your journey, what you experience and go through, how you feel and why things happen the way they do for your soul growth and learning. So thank you for being here, and if you are new to the channel, welcome, subscribe, join our family because we're here for you every day. So I'm using 4 decks of cards for this series: the Divine Feminine Illumination, the Goddess cards, the Divine Feminine the Silence, and the Divine Feminine Power messages. So let's see what you need to know. So thank you, angels. What's the energy today, please? So this could be something you're feeling today, something you may experience tomorrow, or something you've already experienced along the way. So the angels help you to understand why these things happen and how we can overcome them with power and faith. Thank you, angels. What do we need to know? Well, it's a really powerful message there. So I'm going to start with this one because it's just kind of standing out and it's so powerful. It says, sometimes we are like the sun and the moon. It takes darkness before our light can emerge. What a beautiful message. It takes darkness before our light can emerge. That means that we all go through struggles on this journey and we go through pain, but we do anyway. You know, we're born into this human body and we come out of our mother's womb in pain. You know, we're screaming, but it's because we're leaving the womb what was comfortable and what was safe, and we're coming into a new environment. So anytime we come into a new environment, we face the unknown, or we leave our comfort zone or our safe place, we get scared. And when we get scared as a child, or we get worried, or we go into fear, we cry, we scream, we shout, we don't know how to act. So we have to learn how to tap in with our spiritual self. And that always helps us to overcome any pain, darkness, or fear that we experience. And then we grow and thrive. And that's where we are on this journey. So all through our lifetime, we are learning, we are growing, we are becoming more spiritual and more in tune. So even before we begin our twin flame journey, or what we perceive to be beginning our twin flame journey, because we're always on the twin flame journey, we are growing through school and education, through spending time with friends, family, through the things we go through and the way we treat ourselves. This is how we learn and grow, because we're all in the school of life. It's like a big Hogwarts, and really we are all wizards and, wizardesses of our life. Some are more awake than others, some are more skilled than others, because you've tuned more into your true self and your higher perspective. We all kind of wake up and, from the womb, and we get born into the body and we are conditioned. It's really powerful, because me and George watched something yesterday and they were talking again about conditioning, about how fear is conditioned and programmed into us through childhood, through things that people say, through our own parents' belief systems and our family, through the television that tells lies to your vision, the things that we watch. So we have to take the things that resonate with us from all things and all situations and leave what doesn't. And I'm not saying don't watch television or don't watch shows or films, because there's always great messages in there, but leave what doesn't resonate with you. And that's with anything in your life, even readings you watch, things on YouTube, things you see in your everyday life. If you're not feeling it, leave it. Okay? It's not for you. You know your truth. So sometimes we are like the sun, that's very vibrant and radiant and shining high and vibing high and feeling good, and we're sending this beautiful warmth out to everyone. And sometimes we're like the moon. We go within, we're thinking, we're reflecting. So there's a lot of power here. And obviously the sun and the moon are the yin and the yang of the divine feminine and the divine masculine. Now, again, that's your belief. If you believe the masculine is the sun and the feminine is the moon, that's right. If you believe the masculine is the moon and the feminine is the sun, that's right, because, what you feel is real and what your perception is your reality. Okay, the angels show me that the feminine is like the sun because you're the warmth and the radiance. But you also go into these moonlight times where you are reflecting. You may be handling your fear or dealing with doubt or illusion. And the moon brings that to light. It's very beautiful because the moon lights up the darkness and the sun shines bright in the day. So it's about getting the balance right. And it says, before our light can emerge, we go through darkness. And that's where we get triggered or we go through pain. But the wound is where the light goes in. Rumi said that. So it's about healing and power and strength and goddess energy. And this is where you currently are. And when you close your eyes, you feel everything. Your third eye opens, you know your power, and most importantly, you know your truth and how your journey is affecting you. This is the thing that blows my mind about the angels, The cards, different decks, same message. And I call it parrot guidance. It just really kind of sets it in stone what they're trying to say. And they're saying, you are the sun, shine. And I love that. So again, the angel's really showing you the feminine is the sun because of your warmth and radiance and your light. And I always think of it like this. This is how the masculine feels when the feminine isn't there, because you go in the garden or you go for a walk in the park or you go out somewhere and the sun is shining. It's beautiful. It's a beautiful day. It feels nice. It smells nice because the sun has a unique smell too. Just breathe it in, it feels good. And when you're sitting in the sun, you may be on the beach sunbathing, it feels so good. Obviously, you have to be careful you don't have too much sun because it can burn you. But, when you're lying in it or you're sitting in it, it just feels so good. And then a big dark cloud comes over. A big cloud covers the sun. Ooh, it feels cold. Just visualize it right now. Feels cold and nasty. I remember not long ago, me and George were on holiday and I was lying on the beach. This was in Torquay in the UK. And, sometimes we get rubbish weather, but sometimes we get beautiful weather. And it was a beautiful day and I was on the beach. I was sunbathing. I was loving it. And then this dark cloud came over. Oh, and I was just wishing for it to come back. Sun, please return. Please come back. And that's how the masculines feel. When they're without you, when they're, on the other side of the world, or, and even if you're in the same room, sometimes you can feel on the other side of the world if they're being distant with you. But when they aren't in your energy field, or they are, kind of keeping it away from themselves, putting barriers up and blocking the connection, they feel cold. It feels, it's not very nice, and they're willing for it to come back. So they want you as much as you want them. So you are the sun, shine. So shine bright. Allow your light to penetrate even the coolest hearts, to feel the power of your love. So we are the sun and we are the moon. So you go through these moments of highs where you are vibing high and shining light and being in your power. And you go through the dark times too. But those dark times bring in healing and reflection and understanding. And we have good days and bad days. And we have to go with the flow. And that's why on this channel it's daily, because some days you're going to thrive, you're going to shine, you're going to feel good, you're going to be positive and giving advice to everyone and in your power. And other days you're going to feel not so good. You may go through some doubt or pain or worry or struggle. And that may not even be connected with your journey. It may be something you're going through at work or at home or with family or even within your own physical body. And it affects your journey because it affects you. So just breathe, relax, and do your best to shine every day. And know that that comes from within. Your sunlight doesn't come from the sun that shines out there. It comes from the sun that shines in here. And they're showing me the solar plexus, like a beautiful radiant sun that comes out of you. We've got lessons. So we're all learning lessons. So again, the message says, sometimes we are like the sun and the moon. It takes darkness before our light can emerge. So we have to go through lessons to find our light, so our light can emerge. And this is for the masculines too, remember. You may have the answers and want to show them the answers and wake them up, but until they are ready, they just can't quite see. So allow them to do their work by themselves. That's what they need. Give them time, space and room to understand what they are going through. And you work on you. because we're all learning. We're all students in this school of life. We're also teachers in this school of life. So we're learning from others and teaching others too. It's very powerful. And it says, I am learning my lessons. And you are. Every day you learn something new. You may not learn a new skill, but you learn something about the journey or something about yourself or how you deal with things. You learn to cope, to deal, to heal. Very powerful. It says, understanding that you are in the school of life helps you to see all of your life experiences, your encounters with people, and challenges for what they truly are. Lessons to help with soul growth. And that's true. Let your homework be for the day, or your soul work going over the past. Thinking about every love relationship you've had, every job you've had, every friendship you've experienced some pain in or some goodness in. Everything you've gone through health-wise, it's made you stronger. Everything you've experienced in your life, maybe you've released addiction, or you've changed the way you view the world. It's all a lesson. And some of those lessons, we see them as mistakes. Maybe not now, but back in the past we thought, I made a mistake there. I regret doing that. But there are no mistakes in spiritual truth. There's only lessons that lead to blessings through love. It's very beautiful. So you're realizing today that you are learning and growing every single day. No coincidence either that I've changed the cloth and put this beautiful gold one on, because gold rays of the sun, your power as a divine feminine, and you are on the right path. He says, I am trusting the path that I am being guided to follow. So trust yourself, all paths lead home. And it's so beautiful when, I see you guys sharing things on the Guided by Angels community page. Well, the Snapchat thing. And, if you remember, you've got access to that. And, I saw one the other day and it said, all roads lead home. And that was on an advert. And I was like, wow. So yeah, television can tell lies to your vision, but it also gives you powerful signs too about your journey. That's why when we watch readings, sometimes the adverts stand out or they're so powerful because they're giving you guidance about your journey, maybe your twin flame's name or something you were learning. Not long ago, I watched a reading from George, my divine masculine, and the advert at the beginning was all paths lead home. It was the card it was the kind of image that I have on one of my cards in the Almost Tarot, the all paths lead home card. And that's what I'm feeling here. So remember, wherever you go, whatever you do, you are being guided. And you're being guided always towards home. Because home is your twin. Home is where you feel happy and at peace and satisfied. It doesn't necessarily mean a building or a place that you live. It's somewhere within yourself where you feel at peace. And it says, with the knowledge that there is always a bigger picture that you cannot see, I am letting go and trusting that my divine masculine will find his way back in the right divine timing because all paths lead home. What a beautiful message. And that's why I love Sandra's readings too, because she channels the same energy as me. The angelic presence and, the power from above. So this is saying to you, when you understand there's a bigger picture and you realize that sometimes we can't see that bigger picture, but it is being protected by heaven, then we let go, which means we surrender. We breathe, we let go of any tension or the need to control, and we trust that our divine masculine will find their way, because they always do. They'll find the way back in divine timing, because all paths lead to peace, and all paths lead back to you because you are their home. They give me the song Turn On Your Heart Light. It's a beautiful song by Neil Diamond. Turn on your heart light, let it shine wherever you go. And it's beautiful, and that's what I'm feeling. So maybe pop that song on today. Neil's one of my favourites, by the way. I've seen him live twice, loved him. And when that came on, I was like, oh, so beautiful. So turn on your heart light, shine like the sun. And look at this for powerful, for synchronicity. Trust in divine timing. And that's what we learn. And sometimes the struggle is about the timing of it because we want it now. And that's coming from ego, not trusting the universe to, provide, not trusting the bigger picture. That's what happens when we struggle with the timing. We get impatient, frustrated. We feel like time's running out. We feel like we're on a clock. We worry. When everything is going to be okay and everything is working out beautifully for your soul growth and learning, because all paths lead home. And I love that this is a synchronicity where it says, trust that your divine masculine will find his way back in the right divine timing, because divine timing is always right. That's why it's divine timing and not your timing. I need your physical touch. So we do need that touch, we miss that and we want that and we crave that. But that will come in divine time. What's more important is that you close your eyes and feel it and sense it and know it, because it's moving into your awareness when you are ready for it. So you crave the physical touch, and you may be fed up with just having a 5D connection or connecting with them in meditation or dreams, but you feel it. Again, the physical touch from your twin is felt anyway. That's why it's so intense and powerful when you connect with their energy, because you can feel them energetically stroking your face or touching your body or being intimate with you. It's powerful. Will you leave her? So if you're worried about the timing of when they will leave their karmic partner and they will be able to give you the physical touch and the physical intimacy, the physical commitment, trust in divine timing. And all you have to do as a divine feminine is shine your light, because you're being reminded that all of these questions, all the things you're going through in the silence are lessons that are making you stronger, helping you to know your power, to know that you are the one. So it doesn't matter how many hers or hims they are with or around, you are the one, because you are the sun. And when your light goes in, when that cloud comes over, they feel it on a deep level. It's very powerful. I was watching Dallas the other day, and Jenna Wade, who's the karmic partner of Bobby, and he's died in the show. He comes back though, which is quite amusing, because obviously they always come back, reunion, reunited power. But it's all a dream that he's actually not alive anymore. And that can be illusion, remember. We have illusion that the relationship is dead and it's never coming back. So another kind of, synchronicity there. But she goes to his grave and she's talking to him because she struggled with so long with letting him go. And this is also, remember, about forgiving the karmic partner and trying to understand it from their point of view. And she's talking to Bobby's grave and she says, I remember when you said to me, you've only loved one person for the whole of your life. She says, I understand and accept now that that was never me, that was always Pam. And even if we'd have stayed together and been together, I would not have made you truly happy. And that's powerful. When I was watching that, it gave me angel bumps, because it's the universe saying they can never be truly satisfied or happy with anyone but you. So will they leave her? You have to trust that they will find their way and do what's right for their soul and for their heart. Stop overthinking. So this is what we say to ourselves, but we also say that energetically to our twin, because our divine masculine can be overthinking everything, and that can cause procrastination and delay the connection. But this is you tuning in with your higher self and stop overthinking. So if you're worrying about will they leave, wanting that physical touch, the divine timing of everything, your own higher self is saying to you, stop overthinking. When we overthink, we bring in struggle and we bring in pain. And it serves us sometimes because we work out the pros and cons, especially if we're making a big life change. But within our connection, we overthink with the mind and we have to go into the heart, because this journey is not rational. You have to think with an irrational mind in a way. You have to move from logic into love. And that's why people outside of the journey never really get the journey, because they are thinking of it through logic and a rational way of thinking. And you know the truth. So stop overthinking. When we overthink, we stress out about the past or we stress about the future. We can't really overthink in the now because we are safe. It says, why are you blocking me? So again, you may be overthinking, why are they blocking me? Why? What have I done? And this isn't always blocking you on social media. This could be blocking the connection, holding things back, not replying to you. But remember, trust your masculine to find their way. They are learning too. They are growing too through the darkness. Through the dark times, they are finding the light. So if they're blocking you, it's actually for you. It's happening for you to grow you so that they can process and you can process too. So when the masculines block the feminine anyway, they are giving you the opportunity to let go and to trust them, because you have to learn that lesson along the way. Otherwise, there's always going to be that control there and that needing to make things happen. But being blocked helps us to have faith. And it's very scary. When we get blocked, it's very scary because we don't know what's going on. It's the unknown. It's scary. But remember, like I said at the beginning of this message, when we are born, the baby cries because it's not sure of the environment or what's going on. It's something new. And when you get blocked the first time by your twin, it's something new. But it's also happening for decisions. They're giving me tooth pain. Because in the quiet times, the masculines find answers. And they make decisions and work things out. And you realise it's always been you. And that's the truth. And that's what I was talking about just where, when Jenna was talking to Bobby at his grave, saying, I know now that even if we'd have been together, you wouldn't have been satisfied because it's always been Pam. And it's always been you. Regardless of who you spent time with or been with in the past, really it's always been them. So it's not really that you meet your twin in this lifetime. You recognise each other again because it's coming home. And you've had many, many lifetimes together because you are eternal beings. And you were together before the dawn of time. And you'll be together, when time ends, whenever that will be. So trust the journey. It's always been you. And I feel that's your masculine saying that to you today. It's always been you. Of course, I'll do what I need to do. Just shine. Have a great day and I'll see you soon.